Is it time to buy or sell Nvidia stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Nvidia. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025. And now we're here to provide you with a more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and access free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 28th of April, 2025, our system has identified Nvidia as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.14. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Interestingly, the stock has exceeded our system's predictions, showing a gain of 0.27%. This results in an average daily return of 0.13% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock currently resides in the midst of a very wide and declining trend in the short term, indicating a further drop within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decline of approximately 20.73% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from -37.24% to -15.21%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of about 8.84%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from -5.5% to +53.3% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price between $103.52 and $166.83. Our latest daily update for Nvidia includes the headline: Nvidia's stock price ended at $109.02 on Tuesday, after gaining approximately 0.267%. The Nvidia stock price gained approximately 0.267% on the last trading day, Tuesday, the 29th of April, 2025, rising from $108.73 to $109.02. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 2.57%, ranging from a low of $107.44 to a high of $110.20. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days, but is still down by 1.53% for this period. Volume decreased on the last day by 43 million shares, with a total of 163 million shares being traded for approximately $17.75 billion. It is important to note that declining volume alongside rising prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $153.13, while the lowest price was $81.25. Currently, the price is 28.81% or $44.11 below the 52-week high, and 51.11% or $113.96 below the all-time high on January 15, 2018, when the price reached $222.98. Nvidia's stock is currently responding to significant market developments, following a troubling pre-announcement from Super Microcomputer, which reported a nearly 17% drop in its stock due to a shortfall linked to transitions to Nvidia chips. Investor sentiment may be cautiously affected. Such events signal the challenges Nvidia faces in maintaining its essential partnerships, especially amidst growing competition. Despite the pressures from macroeconomic factors like tariffs and geopolitical risks, particularly concerning sales in China, analysts still recognize the substantial demand for AI accelerators. A recent adjusted discounted cash flow model reflects that even with a projected revenue decrease from China-related disruptions, Nvidia remains undervalued, with a fair price of $162.34 per share. Investor interest in Nvidia appears robust, as notable investors like Cathie Wood continue to accumulate shares during this market correction. Additionally, Nvidia's dominance in the data center sales sector remains strong, fueled by technology companies heavily investing in AI technologies. However, emerging competition from companies like Huawei poses potential long-term risks to Nvidia's market share, particularly in the AI chip space. As these dynamics unfold, they could influence Nvidia's stock price in both the short and long term, either solidifying its growth trajectory if it manages these challenges effectively, or creating downward pressures if it fails to adapt swiftly to competitive threats. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 25th of April, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned NVDA an outperform rating accompanied by a downgrade action. On the same day, UBS rated NVDA with a buy and indicated a hold action. Additionally, Piper Sandler also rated NVDA as overweight with a hold action on that day. On Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025, Raymond James assigned NVDA a strong buy rating, suggesting a hold action. On the same day, Citigroup also provided NVDA with a buy rating and recommended a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general buy rating to Nvidia stock. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Nvidia. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 4th of April, 2025, and so far, the stock has risen by 15.6%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Despite the increase in prices, volume declined during the last trading day, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Some negative signals have been issued as well, which could influence short-term developments. The Nvidia stock reflects a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this creates a general sell signal, resulting in a more negative outlook for the stock. On further gains, the stock will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $109.77. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $104.81. A breakthrough above the long-term average will trigger another buy signal, whereas a drop below the short-term average will produce an additional sell signal and strengthen the general signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal, observed 17 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal, noted 17 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal, recorded 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal, identified 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, detected 44 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal, observed 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal, identified 48 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal, detected 60 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Nvidia. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $97.64 and $96.30. There is an inherent risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as a breach of this level may lead the stock to fall to the next support level. In this case, Nvidia finds support just below today's level at $97.64. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $96.30 and $94.31. This stock typically experiences average movements throughout the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. Over the last day, the stock moved $2.76 between its high and low, or 2.57%. For the last week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 3.72%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Nvidia, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 28th of May, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 87 cents. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Nvidia. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Nvidia is at 114.06. If you do not currently own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could represent an opportunity for swing trading. On the downside, Nvidia faces its first support level at 97.64. If this support level holds firm, it may serve as an attractive entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Nvidia from multiple analyst sources is buy. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On March 21, 2025, Robertson Donald F. Jr. conducted an insider sale of 1,900 shares of common stock. On March 21, 2025, Robertson Donald F. Jr. conducted an insider sale of 2,300 shares of common stock. On March 21, 2025, Robertson Donald F. Jr. conducted an insider sale of 300 shares of common stock. On March 19, 2025, Robertson Donald F. Jr. conducted an insider sale of 5,689 shares of common stock. On March 20, 2025, Shaw RTS conducted an insider sale of 2,300 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative with a ratio of negative 56.748. Overall, insiders purchased 1,811,784 shares and sold 8,523,220 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock, and no stop loss has been established. Is Nvidia stock a good buy? Nvidia presents several negative indicators, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak in the coming days or weeks. Consequently, we maintain a negative outlook on this stock. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 30th of April, we anticipate that Nvidia will open lower by approximately 13 cents, starting at $108.89. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money. It is important to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.